Trevor, 12 Health and Fitness Certified Personal Trainer. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are having a wonderful and fantastic day. However, before we get into today's video, I have a few things to ask you, and that is to follow me on social media, keep up to date on everything, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and give it a thumbs up. It would be greatly appreciated. Now that that is done and out of the way, it is time to jump into today's video. So today's video, I got 3 exercises here that are going to strengthen your glutes nice and fast. We are going to need a few pieces of equipment for this routine, and the first piece of equipment is going to be a bench, a box, a step, something that you can put your legs up on. The second piece of equipment that we are going to be needing is, of course, some weights. You use dumbbells, barbells, plates, your laundry detergent, a bag of rice, whatever it is that you have lying around the house. Now, if you are a beginner to fitness, you don't need to use any weights. All you need is just your body weight. And if you don't have a bench or something to step up onto, that is no problem. We can just use the ground. And the first exercise that we're going to be taking a look at is the Bulgarian split squat. And that is where that first piece of equipment comes into play, because we're going to be needing to put our legs up on something. Now, if you don't have that piece of equipment, that is okay. We're going to be doing it from the ground. However, if you do want to challenge yourself and make the exercise a little bit more difficult, make sure you grab that piece of equipment, get that leg elevated off the ground, because the Bulgarian split squat is a little bit higher up on the scale of experience, but once you figure out how to do it and you get your balance, you'll be able to conquer it without any problems whatsoever. And you don't need to have a bench of a certain height or anything. Do what you feel most comfortable for your fitness level. So if it is a flat ground, it is a flat ground. If it's only 3 inches off the ground, your leg is only 3 inches off the ground. I do recommend that you have it around that 16 to 18 inch mark. So for exercise number 1, we're going to be looking at doing a 3x8. That is 3 sets of 8 reps per leg, and we're going to alternate in between those legs while doing those reps. So the first one, we're going to start on our right side. We're going to do 8 reps on our right side, and then we're going to move over to our left side, do 8 reps, and then take our 60 seconds of rest. And then we're going to repeat that whole thing 2 more times. And that's the first exercise. It is now time to look at the second exercise. Now, the second exercise is going to be an easy one. We're just doing your normal hip bug. However, there is a slight variance to it, as once we reach that top position, we're gonna make sure that we are fully extended, pushing our hips towards the ceiling as hard as we can, and we're going to be squeezing our glutes, yes, our butt cheeks, as hard as we possibly can, squeezing them together for a total of a 3-second count, and then we will release that and return back to the ground and repeat that whole process again. And we are looking to do that for a total of 3 sets with 12 reps. So a 3x12 at the very end of every single set, we're going to be taking that 60 second of rest. And the last exercise that we're going to be taking a look at is going to be more of a cardio style of exercise. It's going to be very good for those glutes. We're going to be creating a lot of power in there because we're going to be doing some skater hops. Now for the skater hops, we're going to be doing 5 sets of 30 seconds each with 30 seconds rest in between those sets. And once we complete all 5, we are complete the entire routine. Now, if you are a beginner and you feel like you are very tired after this, that is okay. Take a rest. You've completed the routine. If you are intermediate or a little bit higher, do this entire routine 1 to 2 more times, depending on your fitness level. Now that we have gone through the entire exercise routine, it is time to take a look at those exercises in action. Alright, so for the Bulgarian split squat, we're going to be doing our left leg first. So my right leg is going to be up on the bench and my left leg is going to be out in front of me. And when we come down, we're going to want to make sure that our knee does not go past our toes. And we want to make sure that this knee goes straight down to the ground and then back up. So we're not moving forward, we're moving directly down and then straight back up, pushing all of our pressure through our left heel. Let's see what that looks like. So I want to get in position here. I'm good 2 feet or so away from the bench. I'm going to place my right leg up on the bench here. You can place your toes facing down or up, whichever feels more comfortable for you. And I want to make sure that I am spaced out enough in between my legs here, so I'm not too close here like this, because this doesn't work. As you can see, I'm going to be coming over past my toes. I want to be out a little bit here. And like I said, it's going to take a little bit of fine tuning, but once you get this balance down here, you're going to be set and you're going to be able to conquer this exercise with no problems whatsoever. From this position here, all we're going to do is drop our body down. So we want to make sure that our back is nice and straight. We're not hunched over here like this, but our back is straight. Our core is engaged. We want to make sure our core is engaged. Our glutes are engaged, so make sure you squeeze those glutes in. We're going to come straight down, dropping this knee straight to the ground here. And making sure that our left knee does not go over top of our toes. Straight down, just like this, and then straight back up, pushing all of our pressure through our left heel, coming up, and of course contracting those glutes. Show you what a couple of those look like right here. Come forward, we're gonna come down, and then straight back up. Down, and straight back up. Okay, we're gonna be doing that for a total of 8 reps, and then we're gonna swap over to the other leg. So now I'm gonna be doing it this way here. I'm gonna be doing this for a total of another 8 reps, and then I'm gonna take my 60 seconds of a rest. So when we come down on this side, we're doing the exact same thing here. Now, if you do not have an object as high as the bench or any type of object that goes a little bit lower than the bench, you can do this from the flat ground as well, incorporating those exact same rules that we just did. That is the Bulgarian split squat. Once we've completed our Bulgarian split squats, we're going to head on over, use the exact same bench that we are using or object that you use to do those Bulgarian split squats, and we're going to be doing some hip bucks. Now, these things are very easy to do. We're going to get down on our back, and our legs are going to come up with our heels up on the bench here. Our back, glutes, and everything are on the ground. Our head is going to come down to the ground. Now, placing your arms out wider makes this easier. Coming in closer makes this harder because we'll have to keep our core more engaged throughout the workout. All we're going to do is we're going to press our hips directly up to the ceiling, and when we get up to our highest point, we're going to contract our glutes for a total of 3 seconds. So when we come up, we're going to come up, and then we're going to squeeze, 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 and then come back down, touch, back up, squeeze, 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 and then come down, and repeat that process for a total of 12 reps. And we're going to repeat that 2 more times, making sure that we take a 60-second rest in between each set. Now, if you do not have that bench, again, you can do this with your feet directly flat on the ground and do the exact same thing, bucking up all the way as high as you possibly can and squeezing those glutes in for a total of 3 seconds at the top. And that is your hip buck. And now it is time for our final exercise that we're going to be taking a look at, which is again going to be that cardio style of skater hop. We're going to be doing this a total of 5 times, 30 seconds each with 30 seconds rest in between each of those sets. So when we get into position here, we're going to start off with our legs shoulder width apart, nice soft knees here. We're not rigid, straight up. We want to be nice and balanced and soft here because we're going to be moving back and forth quite a bit. Now when we start this off, we're going to be taking our left leg or right leg, whatever you're using first. I am using my left leg first. Left leg is going to come behind and cross behind us. And as it crosses behind us, I'm going to come down, take my left hand, touch my right toes. And then I'm going to come back up. And then I'm going to hop to the other side, bringing my right leg in behind my left leg, taking my right hand, touching my left toes. And then I'm just going to continue on going back and forth. Now, I'll show you what that looks like in a faster speed. So we get into position here. We're going to come down, we're going to touch it, and then we're going to go back and forth. Just like this, for 30 seconds here. Really feeling that as you come down here, you're powering through your heel, press up to hop down to the other side. Up. Powering through. So we come down, power through, up, down, power through, and up. If you are a beginner here and this is a little bit difficult, or if you have some bad knees, you can just walk it out and go down to where you feel most comfortable. Alright guys, that is it for the glute routine. If you are a beginner, you did very well. Congratulations. If you're an intermediate or above, depending on your fitness level, repeat that whole routine 2 to 3 times. Thank you for joining me. If you guys did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you think about it. Share this with your friends and family. It would be greatly appreciated. Remember to subscribe for more content. And guys, remember, give it your maximum effort because you're stronger than you think. And I'll see you in the next video.